guys, time for meal 2. Or no, this is meal 1. I didn't eat earlier today. I fasted. So I got my beautiful wife here, Tiffany. If you ever wonder how big I am, that's how big I am. I keep her under my armpit. But so my wife's gonna run us through what she's making here and her process of making it and explain that to y'all. So I'll hand it over to my beautiful wife.
So we got this recipe from a lady off of YouTube. I can't remember her name right now. But this was something that was going to be beneficial for us and our children, and we knew that they would like it. The process consists of pork rinds, shredded Parmesan, heavy whipping cream, and eggs. And of course your chicken tenders, which I cut my chicken tenders in half to make them more like chicken fingers. And all I do is I take my pork skins here and I put them in my processor and I blend them down. And then I add my Parmesan, which you can use this brand. This one doesn't have any like potato starches in it. And then I add for flavoring, I would either do a ranch packet sometimes, which is this right here because it doesn't have any oils in it. Or I'll do, like tonight I did paprika and garlic salt. And then I will take my eggs and my heavy whipping cream, and you don't really need a lot of heavy whipping cream. It's more of like 2 teaspoons to 2 eggs, and then you mix it together and you kind of get your little wet mix. And then all I do is take my chicken fingers here, I put them in my wet and put them in my dry. But make sure that when you put them in your dry that you really pack them, because if you don't, then they won't stick on there and they'll just fall off. And then we're using the air fryer because the lady on YouTube said this is the better option to use, and they also come out very crispy, and that's what we like.
And our kids love these things. I think they taste better than
Yes.
chicken strips.
They are delicious. It's one of my favorite meals that we eat. You set your air fryer to 400 and then you let them cook for 15 minutes. And then they come out really crispy, which you'll see here in just a minute. I did want to add that one of our favorite dipping things that we like to dip our chicken in is we just get your classic ranch. You can get it from your Walmart. Unfortunately, the Hidden Valley has oils in it, but the generic version does not. And then you just get a 16 ounce of sour cream and you mix this together and it makes a ranch dip. And we all love that. But yeah, it's a very simple recipe. It doesn't take long to make, especially when you work all day and you're tired. It's very quick, very easy, and the whole family loves it.
And guys, this is a treat having my wife on here. So y'all tell her how much y'all enjoy seeing her on here, so I can get her tail on here more. But that was great, baby. So we'll be right back with you here in just a little bit. We're gonna go through the process. I'll get y'all some footage of that, and we'll see y'all in just a minute.
As you can see, I've already cut my tenders in half. I did cut these pieces off because this is like the chewy part of me, and the kids don't really like them. Cody can eat whatever. And then I just take it and I put it in my wet bath. Just get it nice and then I transfer it over into my dry. Now this is the part that I was telling you about, that you have to really pack it. Just like that. And what I do is I actually let it sit in the dry just for a minute, and I'll get a couple more and I'll kind of line them up, and then I will move them to the plate. But for this, I'll go ahead and take this one out. As you may see, it's coated both sides. And yes, I'm using a Walmart paper plate because I don't want to clean dishes tonight.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so now we've got our chicken breaded, but not really breaded, you know what I mean. But as you
Fake
can see,
bread.
we have a big pile here. Granted, we're a family of 4, and I feed like 3 grown men. But now we're just gonna put it in the air fryer, and put it right in like that.
Bacon grease in there. I don't know how she does it like that. I gotta pull it out and put it on a thing. She's just a professional.
And then sometimes they'll overlap, but you'll see in a minute that they'll shrink up. It can be a mess.
So we'll be back here in just a little bit.
So the first batch is done, and I'm going to show you what they look like. Look how crispy they are.
Oh yeah. That looks good there.
And the chicken, as you can see, is cooked all the way through.
I can eat those for you real quick.
No, we're going to let them cool. You're going to burn yourself.
Oh.
Mr. PPE.
Yeah, you ain't got no gloves on.
Because I'm tougher than you.
You got safety glasses on though.
But yeah, these turned out beautiful. All right, we're gonna cook up the rest here that we have and mix up our dip, and we will be back. How we make our dip, it's very simple. You just get a bowl and you just take your sour cream. Pour it in here. Yes, I don't drain it.
Oh, you want all them good fats in there.
Yeah. And I just mix it just a second. And I just take my dip here. Oh, my hands are slippery.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, there we go. Ah,
You're gonna throw the whole pack in there.
that was the whole pack.
So you only use one pack?
I use just
Okay.
one pack. And I just mix it all together.
I guess if they want it more, like even more ranchy, if that's not ranchy enough for them, they just put another
Yeah.
pack.
Now, Cody is normally the dip maker. So, if he says to add 2, we'll add 2.
No. I'm just saying that'll be up to them. They'll just have to taste it and see how they
Yeah.
like it. We might not have to have it as ranchy, you know,
Yeah.
or I don't know what you'd say, more salty or
More of that ranch dressing taste.
yeah.
And a little thing, yes, I'm using a metal bowl to mix it up, but I am kind of cheap, and I just put it back in the container when, because you won't use all this dip, and we'll save it later, and we'll put it back in the refrigerator. But I do label the top of it ranch, so when we're grabbing for sour cream, we don't grab the ranch dip. And you just keep mixing it until all the clumps are gone. And that's how it looks when it's done. And it smells amazing. And I just put it back in the container, and then we'll get out what we want, and we'll put them in separate bowls, and we'll just dip our chicken in it.
Alrighty, we'll be back with y'all in just a minute. So that's what we're having for supper, guys. We wanted to run y'all through it so y'all know how to make this too, to make for y'all's family. And I just want to say I really appreciate my beautiful wife here helping me out with this video here. And she wanted to say something about her Dr. Pepper. She knows y'all saw it a while ago, so we just want to show you. It is Dr. Pepper Zero. The best thing to do is start cutting those out, because we don't need to be supporting products like this. Them are some of the brands that cause a lot of diabetes and all that stuff, and we're working on that. But if you are going to have one, make sure it's 0 sugar and you're not spiking your insulin. That's what causes a lot of, that's exactly what causes diabetes, obesity, a lot of different diseases. I was trying to think of the word immune disorders. Yeah. So anyways, that's basically it, guys. We love you. Keep Jesus first. Mr. and Mrs. Jackson, out.